Hey, Felix here with 4x4 Agent, and today we're going to install the Oracle LED brake light. So, getting rid of all the different reds, I'm going to replace this with this kind of smoked out clear one. Step one is going to be to remove the spare tire, so let me go ahead and do that. You don't need to watch me struggle doing that on my own. So first we're going to need to remove this, that's a torque 40. This will come off, and then we're going to use a 22 millimeter to remove the 3 lugs and pull the tire down. Alright, once you have the tire off and the camera cover, you're going to need to remove these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 torques, and it's T25. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so once you remove all the screws, you just pop this off. Just nice and gently kind of pull away, and it should snap. Where's the, okay. So the cable runs from this down on the driver's side. Get that out here. Oh my God. So there are 2 more torques here. Looks like they're the same size. Yep. Don't be like me. Once you do that, you're going to be able to just lift this up, and we have to disconnect this connector. So you just pinch it from both sides and pull, and this is out. Now we just open the Oracle one, and all we do is reverse the steps. You line up the connector, push it in, making sure it's lined up properly. That snaps in. We put in the stakes. And we attach the 2 screws. Again, this is one of those things I would recommend doing by hand, not using a power tool. Or if you do use a power tool, go very slowly and be very gentle, or you will crack straight through the plastic. Alright, now we just want to tuck the cable back in and make sure that it doesn't get in the way of any of the screws. So you have to be careful with this top one, so we'll route it above, and then the bottom. And just double checking, make sure the cable isn't caught anywhere. On top here, on the top screw, the cable was trying to get. There we go. So let me show you what I'm looking at back here. So once you pop this back in, the wire, there's a channel here. I don't know if I can capture that. There's a channel here that you can kind of see it going in here. So you want to tug the wire into there. All right, now I'm going to hand tighten a couple of these screws to hold this together. So you have 5 short screws and 2 long ones. The long ones are for down here. The 5 are the ones that go up around the top. Just double checking the wire back here, making sure it stayed in that channel. I'm gonna use a plastic pry tool and kind of make sure it's fully seated in there, because the bottom is still sticking out. Okay. Now before we continue assembly, I'm gonna go ahead and test it out, make sure it works. All right, so it looks like we are good, and we can put in all the rest of the screws. I'm just going super slow speed, and as soon as I feel resistance, I stop. There we go. All right, now we're gonna put the wheel back on, put the 3 lugs back in with the 22 millimeter, and we're gonna torque it to spec. Spec is 130, 133. I don't know if I'm gonna go that high, but definitely wanna torque these down. Don't want this flying off while I'm driving. And then we're gonna reattach the camera cover. So I'll be right back. All right, the tire's back on, torqued. So this you just slide over, and then you don't even need to use a wrench or anything. You just grab the T40, put it in here, and then you just turn. You see there's a little tab that when you turn from open to closed, it goes up. So that's it. It's now in. There's no tightening it, nothing. It's just like an on-off. So that's it. Remove our plastic, and now we have a clear third brake light. So we've done the rear tail lights. Had to go with ones that have a little bit of red, so I can't actually remove all the red like I wanted to. And I'll show you here. Next week or in a couple days, I'm gonna replace those. And with that, what I got, it was also from Oracle, are these. So the LED reverse lights. And then I got some cable, and we're gonna run it from the auxiliary wires under the hood down the passenger side frame, actually inside the frame, out to here. And I'm gonna put them on an auxiliary switch that's in my dash. So that way I can have on-demand rear lights. Another option some people do is they wire it to the trailer harness, but I'm just gonna run. I'm not gonna tap into the trailer harness. You could also technically tap these into the headlight, but then when you go in reverse, these will come on. I do not want these to come on when I go into reverse. I want them to be manually activated via the auxiliary switch. So initially I was planning to do that, but since I got these and they have amazing reverse lights, I don't need these lower ones for reversing. So we're just gonna put them to auxiliary switch. But that's it. I should have that video in a couple days of me running that. Until then, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think.